This is Amud Yomi Gemara in Shabbos Daf Lamed Beis Amud Beis, and we're holding on the very bottom of Lamed Beis Amud Aleph. Continues the Gemara Tanya Rashba Goimer, as we continue discussing different times that one is more vulnerable to danger, different aveiros that pit one in a precarious situation. Continues the Gemara Tanya of Shimon Gamliel Leimer. Halachos, Hilchos Hektish. Oh, there we go. Hilchos Hektish, Trumais, Meisters. Those three areas. Hey, Nain, Gufei, Taira, as we turn over to Lamed Beis, Amid Beis. They are Gufei, Taira, and yet the Nimsu Lamaratzim. Says the Tab Rashi, what does that mean? That means these are three things that you do in the privacy of your own home, and no one knows what their status is other than you and the Kadosh Baruch Hu. And now what could happen? Nadarim can cause one's wife to die. You've nothing to pay. Nadarim can cause children to die young. Don't say before the Malach it was a mistake. Why should Hashem be angry and destroy the work of your hands? What are the Maisei Yadav, the actions of man? These are a man's children. So Pasuk is saying that one's own issues, one owns in the Darim, which are not fulfilled, can cause calamity to his children. Tana Rabbanan continues the Gemara 10 lines down. Bavu Nidarim Banim Eisim Divri Rav Lazar Rav Shimon Rav Yehuda Nasi Aimer Bavu in Bittul Torah Rachmana Litzlah, and the children can be nifter. Why? Because of Bittul Torah. So that's the pasuk in Kolos that we just quoted. El Mandam Bittul Torah Micro. What is the pasuk? Tersev says the Torah Lashav Ikisi Benechem, that in vain Lashav have I hit your children, Musar Leilakachu, they have not accepted Musar. So from here we learn out that why were the children hit? Because their parents neglected Talmud Torah. According to the opinion that says that it's due to Nidarim, it's also from here, that for no reason the children have been killed, Al Iski Shav, for matters of Shav, referring to unfulfilled Nidarim. So I know Rabbi, like we just said. Rabbi, Bava Nidarim Kamar, but soon Nidarim. So where do we see the sheet of Bittul Torah? I mean, the sheet of Nidarim we've just explained. But where do we see the potential that Bittul Torah can cause the same? Basa the Shamim Rav Lazar Rav Shimon. What happened is first he heard it from Rav Lazar. Basa the Shamim Rabbi Lazar Rav Shimon. That what happened, it was only after he heard from Rav Shimon, that's when Rabbi said that such could cause Bittul Torah, could cause it, meaning it was two different shlavim. That's the reason why it said over the names of two different people. Continues the Gemara, 3 lines from the wide lines. One says that kids could die due to the Aveira of Mizuzah, one who doesn't put up a Mizuzah. Said the psukim that we just said are Dairesh, the parsha before it, which is referring to Mizuzah. That if you go look up the psukim, you'll see that 2 topics prior is discussing Bittul Torah. So the machlekes is, how far back does the drasha go? Does it only go 1 step back, or does it go 2 steps back? Continues the Gemara. This is 3 lines to the bottom. I apologize. I skipped. We see how careful we have to be with some of the simplest, perhaps, mitzvahs, as they could cause horrible results. And then what does the Torah say right after writing mezuzah? So you see both you and your children's life are dependent upon the mezuzah. El Mandamer Baba in tzitzis, but according to Mandamer, that says tzitzis is that which could cause the children to die young. My time, what's the reason? Amar Avkana Vitema Sheila Mari. That's the name. Dechsev Kam Bechlafayach Lim Sudam Nafshay Sev Yoinim Nikiem. The corner of your garment, we find the innocent blood of the pure souls. What do we see? That the corner, referring to the tzitzis, that if the corner of them could cause the avoin, could cause the misa of the children. Learned it out from Yidil. They make their doorways like tunnels, meaning that they don't have a mezuzah. Amar Reish Lakish, 4 lines into the wide line, teaches Reish Lakish. On the flip side, so not having tzitzis, not having mezuzah is catastrophic. What if one does wear tzitzis? 2,800 servants will serve him. 10 men of each of the nations of the world. Yehudi Lamar will grab onto the corner saying, so if there's 70 nations times 10, it's 700 servants on each corner, times 4 corners is 2,800 servants are going to serve the person that's Mikayim the mitzvah of tzitzis, lasid lavai. Simin, Sane Chala Trumas Dixalas Dine Shua Shuvcha Giluya and Lasa. Tanya, we learned in a brisa, says the Gemara. 10 lines into the wide lines, Amid Beis from the Chem Yoimer, Pavoin Sinas Chinam. Meriva, Rava B'tach Beis Shel Adam. What happens if someone hates people for no reason? He'll have fighting in his house. Vishtam Abel's the fallen Rachman al-Itzlan. His wife could be miscarry, and his children will die young. If one does not separate chala appropriately, ein a bracha b'mechunas, he will not have a bracha in his produce. And a curse will be upon the prices, v'zarim zirayim, v'acherim oichlim. And people will plant while others will eat the crop, meaning his work will be for naught. Someone else will benefit from his hard work. I will do the same to you. You'll be in panic. Different types of ailments, lesions, and fevers. Eyes to long and souls to suffer. You'll sow your seed in vain. Your enemies will eat it. So from chala will cause all these horrible issues. And the Gemara flips the other way. So by not taking off chala, horrible end. Vim noistim. Now what happens if we do take off chala, misbarchin? Then one will be blessed. Will have bracha. Shnema reisha yizechechem tenu lekayin laniach bracha al beisecha. Bavam bitzel trumas emaisis shemayim netzerim lahir talam altar. What happens if someone doesn't take off trumas emaisis? The skies are withheld, and they will not give off dew and rain. Vayikar hayveh, and the high prices will become normal. V'asachar avad will lose his profit. Bnei adam ratzin achar panasasan v'imagiyim. People will try to chase after that which they need. They'll chase parnasa, but they're never going to get it. For not taking off chumais and maisris. My mashma, says the Gemara. Where do we see this in the pasuk? You don't do Yimasachama, which is the Chafrashais. You will not have rain in the winter. And again on the positive, and let's say you do take off Chumas and Ma'isris, Misbarach, and you'll get blessed. And Emar, if you use Kolamaisal Beisa Aitiv Yitar Vivesi, Obachanoni, no, Bezais, the famous word says like Kadosh Baruch Hu, test me, Bezais, with Tzedakah, with Meiser. Amar Hashem Savaka, he says Hashem, Im lo yeftach lechem es arubas hashamayim, I'll open up the storehouses, the windows of the heavens, are ikaitz lechem bracha, Ad believe die without limit. My ad believe die. What does that mean? Rami Barav Amarav. Achivus says die until your lips will be worn out from saying die. It's enough. We have so much bracha. Incredible siyata d'shmaya. This was Amud Yomi for Friday. Shabbos Hagadol was this haftarah. Absolutely incredible. I'll pick it up from here.